Hello everyone, and welcome to a new grammar lesson. And today we're going to talk about passive voice. Some of you have been asking me, is it really important and necessary to know what passive voice is and how to use it? And if native speakers use it a lot? Well, the answer will be yes and yes. Actually, it's absolutely vital for you to know what passive voice is and start utilizing it in your daily speech. But before talking about passive voice, let's have a look what is active voice. The active voice sentence, probably you have never heard about this term active voice sentence, but you use it every day. Max opened a window. Max opened a window. Here, Max is a subject. Then we've got action verb opened, what he did, and a window is an object. In passive voice, subject and object words swap. The object word becomes a subject and the subject word becomes an object. You might think, what are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. Don't worry, now we will see how it works and it will become crystal clear. Let's start. A window was opened by Max. A window, this word, it was the object of the first active voice sentence. In passive voice sentence, it becomes a subject and it comes first. Then we've got action verb and Max, which was the subject of the first sentence, now it becomes object. So a window was opened by Max. We use passive voice to change the focus of the sentence and to emphasize the information we want to tell, the most important information for us. So the structure of the passive voice sentence will be subject, a verb to be in a tense we will need for the situation, and then past participle. If you don't remember or you're not sure about past participle, at the end of this video, I will leave you a table of verbs with past participle. Let's see other cases when we use passive voice. If we watch TV news, you will see that passive voice is used there a lot, especially talking about crimes. So we use passive voice when we prefer not to mention who or what does the action. For example, because it's unknown, we don't know it, or it's so obvious that we don't want to say it. Let's see an example. A robbery was committed in the city center jewelers. So what happened? A robbery was committed. A crime was committed. But we don't know who did it. Or in case we do know who did it, we can't tell it because it's not confirmed yet. So it's quite common to see passive voice, especially in news. The other case when we use passive voice is when we're writing a formal letter or essay or scientific report. So passive voice is more common to be used in formal writings. For example, we want to start a sentence with the most important or more logical information. So if you do your IELTS exam, I recommend you to use passive voice in your formal writings. For example, it's believed that climate change is mainly caused by numerous human activities. As you can see here, we used passive voice twice. It's believed and the climate change is mainly caused. Let's see one example of one sentence, how it can be used in passive voice and active voice. Let's start with present tenses first. For example, present simple. She writes a book. An active voice sentence, she writes a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book is written by her. Present continuous. The active voice sentence is She is writing a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book is being written by her. Present perfect. She has written a book. In passive voice sentence, it will be a book has been written by her. Present perfect continuous. She has been writing a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book has been being written by her. In some grammar book, you can see the statement that there is no perfect continuous passive voice sentences. Well, to tell the truth, they exist, but it's quite uncommon and quite rare that you will see them or hear them, but they exist. Let's see example with past tenses. Past simple. The active voice sentence is she wrote the book. The passive voice sentence is a book was written by her. Probably it will be the most common tense you will see or you will hear. Past continuous. The active voice sentence is she was writing a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book was being written by her. Past perfect. She had written a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book had been written by her. Past perfect continuous. The active voice sentence is she had been writing a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book had been being written by her. And last one, future tenses. Future simple. The active voice sentence is she will write a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book will be written by her. The perfect continuous active voice sentence is she will be writing a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book will be being written by her. Future perfect active voice sentence is she will have written a book. The passive voice sentence will be a book will have been written by her. Future perfect continuous. The active voice sentence is she will have been writing a book. And the passive voice sentence will be a book will have been being written by her. As I've mentioned before, it's quite uncommon and rare. It's hard, and you will hardly ever meet perfect continuous past voice sentences, but they exist, and we need to know how to form them. I invite you to write your own examples in the comment box. I hope this video was useful for you, and for more videos, follow my channel. Bye bye for now.